Welcome to Calphaman, guys. Today we have something different on this channel. Now, I've seen a lot of YouTube reviewers telling you about what a good morning scent can be and what a good evening scent can be. Now, that's again following the YouTube hype, and a lot of people fall for it. I fell for it myself, and I went ahead and bought a lot of perfumes in my initial stages of this hobby. But again, later you realize that this is a costly hobby, and I learned things the hard way. So, to avoid that for all you guys today I'm going to give you two of the scents that I wear in a particular day. Now, there's a little bit of science behind this, which I will explain to you guys. But then this Zino Davidoff is my morning scent if I'm wearing this in the day. Then I would like to wear something like Lattafa Asad in the night. These both are very contrasting scents. Now, they're nothing similar to each other. You'll not find any notes that are similar to each other except for a few notes, but then they don't smell anything like each other. Now, the reason being, when our noses are used to smelling a certain smell the entire day, and then you come home, and then you get fresh, and then you spray the same thing on, there is something called as olfactory fatigue. Now, in layman's terms, what I will call it is your nose has had enough of that particular smell and then it wants something different. Now, this is not going to be a full review about both these scents. However, I'm going to talk about how they differ from each other and how it's going to make you feel in a particular day. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great video. All right, guys. So let's start from the daytime scent that I was talking about. So this is Zino Davidoff, guys, one of the oldest scents. It was actually curated in the year 1986, and the name to this scent was given by the owner or the founder itself. So the name is Zino Davidoff. This is the bottle. Now, when I say Davidoff, all of you might think about Davidoff Cool Water. Now, that is understandable because it is one of the most famous scents of all time. Now this bottle also has the same creases if you see here, like the bottle of Davidoff, but the smell is nothing like Davidoff Cool Water. Now when I smell this, it's like a fresh burst of energy for me. Now you might have a different opinion because this is a really mature scent. It is, I mean, if you are a young guy who likes vintage things, sophisticated things, that you might like this. Otherwise, I would recommend you get a tester and then test this scent and then make a decision for yourself. Now it's a great scent, guys. Although I mean it has a plastic cap, feels a bit cheap, and plastic sprayer as well. However, I will not complain considering the things that you get in this scent. Some say Tom Ford has copied this DNA and made Beau de Jour, which is a much more much more softer, much more smoother scent of the same DNA. So this falls under the aromatic fougere category. Coming to the notes of the fragrance itself. So think about the notes about these olden scents. You'll find a lot of notes, things like Brazilian rosewood, clary sage, rosemary, lavender, patchouli, vanilla. A lot of things would be listed down in the note breakdown. However, let me tell you what matters, okay? Now, when I spray this scent, I get a huge dose of bergamot, and it is not the modern bergamot that you get to smell. Now, this is much like a lemony, zesty bergamot that you can smell, and that gives that fresh dose to this perfume and for your early routine, I would say. And then later, this transitions into a lot of earthy patchouli and then a lot of lavender as well, as this is an aromatic fougere. You can't miss lavender in that scent. So it smells really powerful, guys. If you are walking into a room trying to make a statement, if you want to show dominance in a room, because no one else is going to be smelling like this. And it's a really affordable scent as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know that Davidoff scents are pretty affordable. So this also lasts on my skin for a really long time, 6 to 7 hours, and then it might also last more than that on clothes. Now, I mean, what I'm trying to tell you is this will last you your entire work day. Now, let's say you come back and then you took a shower. And then let's say you're going to take your family on a outing, and you're going to have a good time in the evening. You just came out of shower, all right? And or maybe you're not the family type of a guy, and you're going out on a date, going out with your friends for a movie, anything. It could be anything. You need something that's warm, that's sophisticated, and that feels like you're wrapped in a blanket. And that also gives that feeling to people around you. And that is Lattafa Asad. Now, we all know that Lattafa Asad is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Now, a lot of people confuse Elixir with the EDT or EDP. To clear that, it does not smell anything like the EDT or EDP. Now, of course, there is a DNA of the Dior Sauvage in the Elixir, but then it's really a completely different beast. Now, when I talk about the notes of Dior Sauvage, you'd find there's a lot of ambroxan, a lot of bergamot, black pepper, and all of that, right? Now, these are the things that dominate Dior Sauvage. Now, if you're expecting that in the Elixir version, then no, that's not going to happen. So, Elixir has a lot of licorice, a lot of nutmeg, a lot of vanilla. Vanilla might be a bit toned down in the original Dior Sauvage Elixir, but that's something I really like in this. I'll get to that in a minute. So it has licorice, nutmeg, sandalwood, and then it has a lot of warm, spicy notes, a little bit of lavender, and then of course the Dior Sauvage DNA in it. Now this is a case where I actually like the clone better than the original one because it's a lot sweeter than the original one. And that means it's a lot more wearable for our Indian weather in the evening times. So talking about this, when you actually spray this, there is no mistaking it for any other scent. You will smell Dior Sauvage Elixir in this scent. Now the only difference is you'll find a lot more vanilla sweetness in the opening, and then in the dry down, it is almost similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir. Unless you compare it side by side, no one will be able to tell the difference. So that's the reason I like to wear this in the evening time. It also has a great longevity compared to the original because that's a pure parfum and this is an EDP. Uh, this gets the work done because it's going to last you for about 8 to 9 hours on skin and even more than that on clothes. So it's a great scent, guys. Now, the contrast comes here, wherein this smells nothing like this. This is a powerhouse. This is a warm blanket that you can wear in the night, and with all those warm, spicy notes. Imagine yourself on a beach, right? And that's what you like to smell in the daytime. Imagine yourself sitting next to a fireplace in a cold evening. You'd not like to smell citrusy or aquatic at that time. You'd like to smell more tobacco-ish, more cherry-ish, a lot more warm, spicy tones. You'd like to smell like rum and raisins. That's what this is. So if you can understand the ideology behind what I'm talking about, this is going to change your perfume journey completely because then you'd find that missing piece. Now, a lot of people talk about signature scents. There are a lot of signature worthy scents. However, this is what I prefer. If I'm wearing something in the daytime, I'd like to contrast and wear something really different in the evening time that suits that particular time of the day. So that's about it, guys. There might be a complete dedicated video about both of these scents in the future, depending on your requests. But then for now, this is what I wanted to tell you guys. So enjoy your perfume journey. It is something you can cherish. Don't go with the YouTube hype. Just follow your nose because your nose is the best judge of what you're going to like. And considering what you're going to like now, eventually, that might change a little bit in future as you grow up, as your maturity of smell grows up. But then it's not going to divert a lot different than what you're liking now. So follow your nose, guys, and then it'll take you and get you the get you the perfect scent for yourself. If you like the video, if you like the content, if you really like the idea of what we did today, there'll be a lot more combinations I might bring up. And so please like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. See you in the next video.